we're about to talk about food, which is one of my favorite topics. If you guys have not seen my video on reverse dieting, go watch that before you see this video. Just so you kind of have a little bit of a context. But anyway, the next video that you'll see on here is my story of how I lost 30 pounds. I posted on my fitness Instagram story asking what you guys want to see from me. There was an overwhelming response of food. Everyone wanted to see food because everyone's always asking me, how do you eat so much? I'm not just a naturally thin person, and I just wanted to kind of share with you guys my mindset with food. The conversation just never ends. Like, there's just so much to say about it. So I just wanted to dive a little bit deeper. So basically, something interesting about food that I feel like I've noticed in the past couple of years is that in general, women are always taught to eat less, which we're taught through this thing called normative discontent, that we should always be unhappy with our bodies. We should always be striving to lose 10 pounds. No matter where you are, you should always try to be smaller, thinner, tinier. It's just like the goal by society. And on the reverse, men are always taught to be big, to take up space, to be strong, to be tall. It's just this crazy construct. And obviously some men struggle with losing weight too, but it's just so crazy to me that like men are taught to be big, strong, eat more, bulk up. Women are taught to be tiny, shrink down, eat less. And that just is so interesting to me, because I right now eat a lot more than some guys that I know, and they actually are blown away with the amount of calories that I eat. And I'm still, I mean, I'm very strong, I'm very fit, but I don't necessarily like take up more space than them because I eat more than them. I think that's the thing, is that women are taught to eat less. Women are taught that weakness is kind of a cute trait, which is so crazy to me, because we should all aspire to be stronger people, I think. And it's just this this kind of downward spiral I think that we are all in. And I don't know many guys that have been taught to eat 1,200 calories a day, but I know so many girls, arguably most of the girls that I know, have been told once or twice, maybe even many times in their life, they should try to eat less to be smaller. And that's just BS. Like, I'm sorry. It's just the key to eating a lot of food for me is just moving my body. I mean, I've talked about this in my reverse dieting video too, but basically through reverse dieting, you start at a really low calorie amount. Like, I started in a calorie deficit at about 1,200 calories a day, which was a cycle of, you know, eating too much on the weekends, not eating enough during the week, and this really unhealthy balance. I also didn't really understand nutrition at that point either, and I wasn't fit. But when I started eating more food, I basically had to repair my metabolism, because my metabolism was convinced that I would never have enough food. So I had lost all my hunger cues. I didn't understand what hungry versus full was like. I didn't understand what foods I could feed myself that would actually fill my hunger. And now I understand that food is fuel. It's not something that you should be afraid of. Food is great. It's like I used to, in high school, sorry, I'm like on my floor right now. In high school, I remember I would not eat until like 2 p.m. in the afternoon when I got home. Like, and I would take tests and go to class without food, which is absolutely crazy. And I was like, oh, it's intermittent fasting or whatever, which I had been taught too, but which is effective for some people. But sometimes I think to myself, if I had simply eaten more in high school, like, what grades could I have gotten? Like, I did really well in high school, but I could have done even better. Like, I didn't eat, I say this a lot, and this is just truly terrible, I didn't eat before the SATs. I didn't eat snacks at the SATs on the breaks. Like, I just sat there. Like, I don't know how my brain actually functioned without food, because now if I don't wake up and eat right away, if I don't eat every few hours, I stop making sense. My brain stops working. And just to think that I was in a state of not feeding myself appropriately for so many years, it just, and I see girls in that now too. It's just so hard to break from the cycle. I feel like most girls' bodies right now are not used to eating as many calories as I eat. And that is totally fine. And that's totally fine. You're not gonna start eating 3,000 calories tomorrow. But it's about, you know what it is? It's truly about shifting your mindset. Let's say you eat like a really big hearty meal. I posted a post a week or so ago, like that says when you just eat an entire bowl of Diggin and you're headed to the gym to lift really heavy, like that feeling. And it was like a picture of me smiling. And it's because there's something, it's like if I go to the gym without something substantial in my stomach, I can't work out. Like I will literally die. Before any training session, before any class, I will have at least a snack, if not a whole meal, because that way when I go to the gym, I can do a really effective workout. I view food as fuel rather than something that I should fear. Through reverse dieting, you're able to transition your mindset. So you're consciously eating more food, and by consciously eating more rather than consciously eating less, you automatically feel less stressed about it. You automatically feel less resistance. So if you see food, you're like, okay, awesome, I gotta eat that, I gotta eat more. Gotta eat more for my gains. And you'll find that through eating more, you'll also be able to have more effective workouts, which build more muscle, which burns more calories, which means you can eat even more. So it's just this cycle that once you break out of the restriction cycle, you can just start building up your body. Let me let you guys in a little secret. That's what guys are taught automatically. Guys are taught eat more, carb load, hit the gym, bulk up, all these things. Girls are not taught that. Like, that is just wild to me. Men are taught to be bigger and stronger, and women are taught to be smaller. It doesn't make sense. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little chat about food. Just to give you guys a little physique update. So this is my current physique. It's pretty strong. Not to like show off, but like, hey, I'm proud of my physique. Let me show you my arm too. I'm not trying to brag. So, strong girls club, let's go. Yeah, being strong is awesome. And you know what? Being strong comes from eating food. You can't really be strong without food in your system. So I hope this is inspiring for you to go eat some food. You should eat things that fuel you. Like the bagels that I have, for example. I always get a multigrain bagel because that is a more sustainable form of energy than like a typical like white bagel that you might have. It's about making healthy choices and eating nutritious foods. It's also about not being afraid of food. And like, I have chocolate every day. I have scones and cookies and biscuits and chocolate and ice cream. Of course, I try to eat mostly vegan versions of those, but that doesn't mean it's healthy. It still has sugar. I eat like 3,000 calories now, but I started reverse dieting in November of 2017. So it's been like a year and a half now of slowly increasing my calories. It's all about shifting that mindset. But yeah, and that's eating like 3,000 calories a day. I also eat a bagel every single day. Literally, I eat a bagel every single day. That is not a lie. I also can crush a jar of peanut butter in 2 days. I could probably crush it in one, but I stopped myself because I think I might actually die. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped you kind of understand a little bit of my point of view. If you haven't followed my Instagram yet, it is @JennyKingFit, so follow that. Stay tuned for my how I lost 30 pounds dash like fitness journey video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.